Hello everyone, this is Vedika Patil. Today I will be presenting on Max Weber, his important work, The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism. In his work, The Protestant Ethic and the Spirit of Capitalism, he inquired into the relationship between the religious values and economic interest. In the first place, Weber noticed that the Protestant, particularly the Protestant of certain sects such as Calvinists, were chief captains of industry and possessed more wealth and economic means than other religious groups, notably the Catholics. Therefore, he wanted to assert whether there is an essential harmony between the Protestant ethic and the spirit of the capitalism. He also sought to find out whether and to what extent the cluster of values in the religions of India, China, and Middle East facilitated or hindered the development of capitalism. Weber did not want to say that the origin of capitalism is associated with Protestantism, but he makes a difference between two kinds of capitalism, the traditional and the modern rational capitalism. In the traditional capitalism, there is a mercantile operations such as trade and commerce in China, Egypt, and so on. The main aim is the pursuit of gain, and the goal was to lead a comfortable aristocratic lifestyle. Therefore, he called this kind of capitalism as booty capitalism. Whereas, when you see in modern rational capitalism, there was the most important thing, the rational organization of formally free labor, which involved two things. First, the disciplined labor force, and second, the regularized investment of capital. Weber found the existence of the rational capitalist spirit in the writings of Benjamin Franklin. Some of the maxims of Benjamin Franklin were time is money, money begets money, and after industrial and frugality, nothing contributes more to the raising of a young man in the world than punctuality and justice in all his dealings. Therefore, according to Weber, this is a peculiar ethic. The violation of these rules is not foolishness, but a forgetfulness of one's duty. Now, since this was the economic aspect, the spirit of capitalism, now we will come to the ethics of Protestantism. The following are the religious aspects that led to the rise of capitalism. Weber identified a number of values in Protestantism which were in harmony with the spirit of capitalism. These are as follows. First, there was a shift from the ritualistic to the otherworldly orientation to down to earth pragmatism. Weber says that the finite mind of man cannot comprehend the infinite and the mind of absolute transcendent God who has created the world for his own glory. Therefore, there is no point in indulging in mysticism. Rather, man should seek to understand the natural order. This anti ritualistic attitude, which was found in Protestantism, favored the rise of science and rational investigation. Now, secondly, there was a change in the attitude towards work. The Protestant ethics considered every work as a calling, a vocation, where in when you work hard, you contribute to the glory of God. Whereas the Catholics record the work as purity necessity and hence valued leisure. Therefore, the Protestant ethic not only encourages gainful enterprises but also insists that the work itself will lead to the glory of God. Now, thirdly, there is a concept of calling. In this, there was a doctrine of predestination, in the that nobody knows whether they are destined for hell or heaven. But throughout the life course, there are certain signs which makes the person know that whether they will be assigned hell or heaven. One such sign is to work hard, being faithful in your work, being frugal, and so on. This will make them believe that they are among the elect. Whereas the Catholicism believes that in order to gain entry into the heaven, one must give up the world, enter into a monastery, and then seek salvation. Fourthly, the new attitude towards the collection of interest on loans. The theological doctrine of Catholicism proscribed the collection of interest on loans. It prevented the collection of interest on loans, whereas the Calvinist doctrine allowed for the collection of interest on loans. This prompted a new spurt of economic activity, establishment of lending houses, a new investment, and a new floating capital. Then, the Protestant ethic strictly prohibits the pleasures like the consumption of alcohols, engaging in gambling, engaging in extravagant lifestyle. It also provides encouragement to literacy and learning. They encouraged that every man should read his own Bible. This led to the improvement of literacy in the society, leading to the development of mass education rather than just the education of clergy and of specialized skills. Then there was the rejection of holidays. The Catholic calendar is full of holy days, so almost every holy day is a holiday. They believe that one needs leisure in order to honor God. But for the Protestants, the work itself contributes to the glory of God. Therefore, they can take no holidays, work every day, which itself contributes to the maximum utilization of capital and other investment, leading to greater productivity. Finally, there is a Protestant asceticism. The Protestant ethic also incorporates the notion that earthly things and flesh belong to the order of sin and death, and therefore one should abstain from the pleasures of world. The people should accumulate and accumulate, but they should not use this wealth for enjoyment. Therefore, it means a ceaseless pursuit of profit, not for the sake of enjoying pleasures of life, but simply for the satisfaction of producing more and more, which is undoubtedly a condition par excellence for the development of capitalism. Now, having established the essential harmony between Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism, Weber now turned to other religions to see if there is in them a discernible cluster of values comparable to Protestant ethic, which will be favorable to the rise of capitalism. He found a variety of non religious social and economic conditions conducive to the development of capitalism in China and India. But what prevented the development of capitalism in those countries? He found that these were the ideas, the ethical system of Confucianism and the doctrine of karma in Hinduism was not particularly favorable. This was all about, in summary, the Protestant ethic and the spirit of capitalism. Thank you.